Hey everybody, and welcome to a new video of Amazing Mac stuff. So today I want to talk about an object called the jit.gl.sketch. So if we go in the help file of the object, and we go in the drawing section, we can see that it allows us to draw several kind of graphical shapes by sending some messages to the object. For example, we can draw circles, frame circles, sphere, cylinder, torus, plane, cube, and then lines, and then triangles, and so on. So without actually creating GGL grid shape objects, we are able to draw spheres, circles, and so on. The GGL sketch object also has some more advanced stuff, because it allows us to use the OpenGL commands directly. But this we will see probably in some future tutorial. For the moment we will stick with the second tab of the help file that explains us how to draw these basic shapes. Okay, so let's actually put it inside its own sub-patch. I will call it sketch. Oh, this is the patch as we left it last time, of course. So I go inside sketch, and this is the GGL sketch object. I will give it the name of the of our JIT world object, which is my world. And now let's for example draw a line between these two spheres. Okay, so how we can do that? First of all, we need to get the position of the two spheres. So let's go in sphere number 1, and we have here position. And let's create actually a sender. Let's create a sender. Now let's actually do like this, root position, because we are using a pack object with the position word. So what comes out of this sub-patch is the message position with some numbers. So let's actually root position and send out the position of the sphere number 1. So send pos sphere 1. Then we attach it here. Now let's go into sphere 2 and let's actually do the same. So root position, and then let's get send pos sphere 2. Okay, so now we got the two positions of the two spheres. Let's go inside sketch and let's create the receivers. So rpos sphere 1 and receive pos sphere 2. Did I call them the same name? Yes. If you double click on the receiver, you can see all the senders and receivers with the same name. Pretty useful. So what we need to do is to tell to the GGL sketch the message line segment. So let's actually create a pack object. So no, let's actually create let's create a pack object. So line segment 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So it will create a line between the first three numbers and the second three numbers, which represent a position in a three-dimensional space. So x, y, z, x, y, z. So let's connect the first position here and the second position here, and let's actually attach it to the GGL sketch. And as you can see, it's drawing a line, but it's continuously drawing lines, and this will soon bring my frame rate to block. So let's actually disconnect this. This is, by the way, pretty cool, because we created a nice shape here with these lines, and this is not exactly what I want, but looks cool. So let's actually send the message reset to the GGL sketch, and it will reset all the commands that he received, because when we send the line segment command, it basically it receives the command to draw the line, and this command stays in the memory of the object. So actually, if we send the receipt, we free this memory, so all the lines disappear because it doesn't have any drawing command anymore. So what we need to do is to send first a bang for the reset message, and then the list with the line. Cool. So now we're drawing exactly one line between the two spheres. Let's actually change the color of this line. Let's make it white. And let's change also the line width. So we have, well, let's make it a bit bigger. Oh, okay, so this looks better. Now the spheres are connected by this line. Okay, so this is basically what I wanted to achieve. Let's actually take a look at our frame rate by using an object called jit.gl.sketch. So this object here is called jit.gl.sketch. If we attach this to the JIT world, to the output where we get the metro from, we can see that we are working at 60 frames per second. We could also change this frame rate as an attribute to the JIT world. So for example, we could say 120, and now you see that everything is going faster because we are rendering double the frames. Or we can say, but let's stay to 60 because this was a nice frame rate. Okay, so let's go back into the sketch. Let's actually make this line a bit smaller. And okay, so let's maybe draw a line also. Let's create another sphere and draw a line also to another sphere since we are here. So let's do like this. Sphere 3. And let's give an offset also to this. Let's give an offset to that, because otherwise when we restart the patch it will just start at the same position as the sphere 2. Actually it's the same thing I did with the position of the light. I gave it an offset to the noise in order to start on a different position every time. So let's actually go in sphere 3 and add an offset to the noise of, I don't know, a random number like 3000. Let's attach this here. And cool, so let's root the position. Let's say pos sphere 3. Let's go into sketch. Let's copy that and say from pos sphere 1 to sphere 3. And then let's attach these. Let's actually, so let's be sure that the reset message arrives first to the GGL sketch, and then we send it the two line segment messages. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so for example, we can use the body object to synchronize the receive those lists. So let's do like this. First we send these into the left and these into the right, and this should be okay. Okay. Cool. So let's actually also connect sphere 2 with sphere 3. So let's create another one. Does body actually takes multiple input? Yes. So let's create third one. And let's do like this. So this should be always the last one. And this will be the one in the middle. So sphere 2, sphere 3. Am I wrong? This should be okay. Oh, this comes out from a second output. Okay, so let's do like this. And then let's do like that. Okay. Okay, so this body thing is to be sure that the lists arrive in the order that we want, because we want that the reset message is sent before every other of these lists. Actually, we don't care about the order in which those lists arrive, but we care that the reset message is sent first before all the other lists. There's probably a better way of doing this. I'm sure at the moment I cannot think of anyone. So if you have some better way of doing this, guys, please let me know in the comments. Let's actually give a different color to sphere 3, and let's actually call this sphere 1, the first one. So this, of course, we will make it blue. So from the material object, 0 for the red, 0 for the green, and blue. All right. Cool. So basically, we have seen how to create lines using the GGL sketch object. I want to keep it this video short, so I will leave it here. but this is how you can use the GGL sketch. Remember always to send a reset message to the object before drawing every frame, and you should be fine, unless you don't mind having this kind of result, which can also be cool, but this will sooner or later will freeze your computer. Okay, so thank you for following, people, and of course you can support me on Patreon. The link will be on the description. You can get also a lot of patches there, and you can also talk with me on Discord. But anyway, thank you for following, and see you in the next video. Ciao!